So the question of the day is Goldeneye Reloaded worth playing in 2016? The classic N64 game was remade for the PS3 and Xbox 360 a lot later in its life cycle by Activision. It's more of a reimagining than a remake, with some of the levels taking place in similar surroundings but completely different all the same. As far as a first-person shooter goes, it's pretty bog standard. You won't find anything overly special here. Your usual controls as you'd expect. That's where this game wins though, compared to the original GoldenEye, which, let's face it, if you haven't played on an N64 recently, is horrendous and almost completely unplayable. This game is spectacular. It's well worth the time and effort to play. And on top of that, it's cheap. You can get pre-owned 360 games and pre-owned PS3 games for almost nothing these days. So you've got no excuse as to why you're not playing it. Why should you play it though? This is a whole new story. This isn't the original GoldenEye story. It's something completely different, taking place in the Daniel Craig Bond universe. The voice acting is really good. There's a great little story. There's a few little quick time events thrown in to pad the game out a little bit. But as far as the controls go, that's where this game wins. You can play GoldenEye and it's actually good. You've also got a local up to 4-player multiplayer for your death matches and so forth. That's where this game is going to be really nostalgic for a lot of people, especially in my age bracket, where as teenagers we played a hell of a lot of GoldenEye. Now it's, again, unplayable on that N64 control, but on this control setup, it plays perfectly. You have online multiplayer. I doubt that's going to work these days, let's be honest. This game did come out quite some time ago. Bear with me a second. I'm just looking at the back of the box. 2011. So yeah, those servers are long gone by now. But you can, as I said, play multiplayer locally, split screen, 4 of your friends on a couch like we used to do back in the N64 days. Visually, this does look nice. Holds up really nice for 5 years later for a 360 game. Holds up really nice actually. And again, the price point, I mean, buying this new is probably going to cost you $25 if you find it somewhere new. This is Australian dollars, keep in mind. Buying it pre-owned, second-hand, you're probably looking at $10 and it's well worth it for that. Again, if you're a fan of the James Bond series, this is one well worth checking out. It is kind of its own story, using kind of the elements of GoldenEye and the 006 and all of those good things that we remember from the Pierce Brosnan movie and original N64 game. If you're a fan of the original N64 game, you're going to remember some of these set pieces, but they look a lot better, play a lot better. A lot more of a functional game. Lots of different difficulty settings, just like the original N64 game, so there's some replay value there. Again, this is well worth checking out. Get this in your collection. If you're looking for something just to waste a few hours on, or something to play a bit of nostalgic co-op or multiplayer with your friends, this is definitely the one for that. Thanks for watching. More Is It Worth Playing? Coming soon.